Well, coming up right now, the FBI sounding the alarm about the blue and the green bubbles between Apple and Android. You know what we're talking about.
Also coming up, a sick celebration in New York after a deadly attack.
A little bit later on, a trending New York selfie spot along a famous bridge being overrun by more than just the influencers.
We're going to talk about it. Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. So glad to have you here, Lamala. There we go.
It's a
Going to have a
Thursday.
good time, of course. Also joined by our everybody's third cousin, Matt Doolittle. How are you there, Matt?
Definitely a third cousin. So
Matty!
David Harbour from Stranger Things, he
Yes.
plays
He plays Santa Claus, didn't he?
plays Santa Claus also. He's saying Stranger Things is going to have an epic ending. What is your favorite TV show that you've ever seen end and go, that was good. That was what I needed.
Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Breaking Bad
That's
was
mine.
Yeah, that's a really good one too.
Sorry.
Arrested Development I thought was pretty good,
Yes.
but then they went over to Netflix and ruined it.
And did another season,
But,
yes.
but yeah, Breaking
But
Bad.
then
was
there's
very
those
good.
shows that you invest so much time in, like How I Met Your Mother and Dexter fixed it, but like you invest so much time and years into, and then they just burn
Yeah.
you at the end. That's what I'm hoping
Yeah.
Stranger Things doesn't do.
My problem with Stranger Things is it's been so long since they've, since we're
been
waiting
like
for
2
this
years.
2 years
Yeah.
that I've lost interest.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Dexter thing I found was so interesting because I can't recall the name, but the stars that played on the show. were
Michael C. Hall.
Yeah, Michael C. Hall and
Deborah.
Okay, thank you. They played brother and sister. They
they
started dating. Then they got married, and then they got divorced, and still play brother and sister on the show. you
Very
know?
weird. Very
Yes.
odd.
Very odd. It is odd, but they did a pretty. I mean, that's
They did.
acting to me
Yeah.
because the divorce thing, you still have to act like.
Yeah.
You kind of think about it. You can.
Then he had the
eventually turn
cancer
it.
and all the
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember
and-
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Dexter, yeah,
Yeah.
they have a
Dexter
different name to it,
Reborn
right?
or something like
Well,
that.
what? Yeah, it's
Right.
it's the prequel to Dexter, like how he became Dexter.
I got into that during the writer's strike because they took it off Showtime and threw it on CBS because
How'd they show that?
Thank you. And so,
Yeah.
because I don't like guts and gore, but they cut it, they edited it so well, and I didn't. I mean, there was some of it in there, but you didn't
I
get as much.
thought the same thing about Yellowstone when I heard they were going to re-air that
Lord.
on CBS.
Lord, do not get me started on Yellowstone. That's what I did all week.
You did? Oh God, it's so
I
good.
could talk to y'all all about
He's
it.
going
Yeah.
to start coming in a cowboy hat. You know what Andrea,
Have
right?
you seen? Have you watched Landman yet?
I want to. I don't.
Oh.
It's on who or on Apple.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus, which,
So good.
Which means eventually it'll get to where I
Yes,
can watch it.
exactly. It takes an act of God to try and find things on streaming. Let's turn our attention to holidays and regifting.
This is important.
We like
Okay.
to talk about this every year. It comes up every year. To regift or not to regift. Where are you when it comes to
I'm okay
regifting?
with regifting. I think though it has to stay in the original box.
Yes.
You know, you're either going to know you're going to like it if you're not. You can't use it and then give it to somebody.
Yes.
And if you do, you don't give it to them for Christmas.
Bingo. Yes. Matt, how about you?
I am, but I will do this at we have a white elephant thing at my uncle's house every Christmas Eve.
Okay.
But I will purposely get myself something that I want, like a book or whatever, and put it in the white elephant, go get it, and then get it for myself and be like, no one else wants this, so I'm
I-
gonna
You get a can of like
Can
instant oatmeal.
oatmeal
and
and put it in
put
there.
whatever gift in the
Oh, so you don't know what it is.
Oh, that's interesting.
But by the way, I've been to. It's actually a white elephant that they at
they
his uncle's
give?
wedding. Yeah, at his uncle's
Interesting.
party. It gets in the way, and there's a lot of cleaning up afterwards.
A
I've
few,
got one.
a few rules to keep in mind.
Okay.
Choose the right recipient.
Yeah.
Stick to new items, as you mentioned, in the box. Avoid the same social circles. So if somebody gave you that gift, you don't want
Yes.
to try and give it back to somebody in the same social circle. And be prepared to confess. Maybe it's better that you're upfront about it.
No, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think
But,
it is
hey,
because
this
you're
is a
not.
regift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can say, hey, somebody gave it to me. I don't think I really thought you could
Yeah.
use this more. And then also say, if you don't want it, I get it. It's
Yeah.
no problem. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
Do you wrap it? Do you
I think you
present
could,
it as a
yeah.
gift? Okay.
And so I was indoctrinated into my wife's family. They bought these joke boxes where it was like earwax candles,
Oh,
and
yes.
you open it up, and I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And they're like waiting for. They apparently have had these things for years. That every year it's
They
like a
just
joke.
circulate.
But now since I was the newest member of the family,
You get-
I got all the joke boxes that year, and
That's always the worst.
no
though.
candle made from earwax.
When you really invest in like a gift for like a gift exchange thing, and then you end up getting like a joke thing, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
I always got the joke thing.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's like, especially when you spend a lot of money on somebody else because of the Secret Santa. So yeah. How about a new iPhone or maybe an Android for Christmas?
that'd
Well,
be
the
nice.
FBI is now warning that texts between Apple and Android devices actually could be intercepted by foreign hackers. So really, the government is dividing this country. Every second, 270,000 texts are fired off around the world. And now the FBI is warning that the Chinese government could be scanning your messages. A senior official said the agency started monitoring the activity earlier this year. If you're concerned about hackers gaining access to your texts, well, the FBI advises using an encrypted messaging service like WhatsApp. I think we do that, right?
That's what we use.
The FBI said people looking to protect their communication should consider using a cell phone that automatically receives operating system updates as well. And there is something between the green and blue bubble that's frustrating, especially when we have a group text like we do here. at
And we
KS.
got one person that we need to talk to all the time.
Yes.
I'm talking to sweet
James.
baby James back in the control
James says he's going
room.
to cut your mic if you keep talking. But no, you're right. Isn't it annoying?
It's just like that. Well, my wife won't switch over from her Android to an iPhone yet. And I keep begging her to do. I'm like, babe, it'll be so much easier for us to communicate.
You know what frustrates me about this is that I love the new Apple Send Later feature, but you can only send later to other
Apple
iMessage.
Same with AirDrop. AirDrop is the
that's
best
another thing.
invention ever, but unless you are airdropping to somebody.
Can't we all just get along?
We are a country divided,
I
aren't
think
we?
you're right, yes.
Sick and twisted, and not in a good way, a small group of New Yorkers were celebrating the assassination of a CEO with an awful look-alike contest. 8 contestants dressed up like the shooter who was caught on camera gunning down a United Healthcare CEO. The winner said he didn't have to dress up for the event because it's his typical everyday look. For his lack of effort, he won $50. The contestant said he's had his own issues with health insurance over the years. The CEO, Brian Thompson, was gunned down outside a hotel just before dawn as he was heading to an investors meeting. Thompson was married with 2 sons. This outrages me to no end.
Okay.
And I have a major issue with a lot of these people who are celebrating this and doing this kind of thing, because this guy was a husband and he was a father and he had a life. And I just can't imagine being on the other end of that family, dealing with that loss, and then also seeing
And you've
people
seen
celebrate
this.
it.
Yeah. And the fact that there's video of him actually
Yes.
being murdered and that sort of thing, assassinated, really, if you
Yes.
think about it. And it's scary. It's anything that people, I think they put aside of that. Aren't you thinking, like, wait a minute, there's a family involved here. Shouldn't we think about this? In this PC woke world
Yes.
that we live in.
The tolerant crowd. Yeah.
Why aren't more and more people being outraged at
Yeah.
something like this?
Right.
And you don't do that until you have somebody in that situation that maybe either has recently lost a family member or is murdered in that sense as well. It is frustrating to see
I
something
can
like that.
understand your disagreement with the healthcare industry and
Certainly.
how they do business, and that is certainly up for debate. But to celebrate in a family's loss like this, to me, is it's just despicable. And I think to myself, that's bad karma.
It's extreme bad karma, man.
I thought it was a bad sign also that the jacket he was wearing, I forget the retailer, I don't know.
Well, let's not mention.
Yeah,
let's
no,
just
yeah.
say,
It sold out instantly because people were wanting to buy it and celebrate the whole thing. It's like, oh, okay, come on. Like, this is not. We're at this point where you can put it up as a meme and all this stuff, and it's just not appropriate.
It's not at all, and people, I don't think about that, but yet they, the same people will go and say, I need to be called this, or I need to do
Yes.
this, or we need to be looking this way, and should be bigger issue than it actually is,
Yeah.
and the people that are involved in it should be exposed
Yep.
and exposed for what they are. It's sad.
I think the situation kind of lifts the veil of like how people are thinking, like in a mass amount.
100%. So yeah, Braden's saying that people are thinking, this is what more and more people are thinking of what we're speaking of, is what you're saying, right? Yeah, I agree. Well, New Yorkers who live in the shadow of Manhattan Bridge are actually fired up over the crowds of tourists flocking to a popular site for selfies. Residents in Brooklyn say the crowd started getting out of hand about 5 years ago. They added the problems include traffic, rodents, and trash.
Jeez.
Locals say it could
Isn't that
take up
just
to
New York?
Not yet, right? Locals could say that it takes up to about 20 minutes to get out of their neighborhood while trying to dodge tourist buses
Wow.
and Uber drop-offs. And they said that the slight boost to the local economy with local shops getting an influx of foot traffic is just very, very slight. Overall, they say the crowds, they're not worth the headache altogether, and they would just like for them to stop. But again, you know that that you're in a very iconic place. You kind of knew that
Yeah.
going into that, but 5 years is all they've really been dealing with.
I feel like every block in New York could be that kind of picture
Yeah.
perfect influencer issue.
And with rodents and trash.
Yes,
Isn't
that too,
every block in
right.
New York.
And
Yeah.
they celebrate New York. That's why I love New York's my favorite
Yeah.
city in the world. So we'd love to hear your thoughts on that. We're going to be talking to Catherine Celery. I love it. Parenthood. We're talking about having a stress-free holiday
wouldn't that be
with the
nice?
families. Great parenthood coming up after this. Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Let's jump into our parenthood with the busy holiday season all upon us. Very easy for us parents to forget. It's actually a time to celebrate togetherness, not perfection. So joining us now is parenting expert Catherine Celery, who always brings us excellent advice on how to create a connection and a better connection with memories and without the stress. Hi, Catherine. Welcome back to Daily Flash. Happy holidays.
Hi, Mitch. Happy holidays. So good to be here.
I'm certain you're glad that you're at home right now. I know we always get you
So
all around
happy.
the world. Very good. All right,
Love this
you've
season.
laid out 4 tips for us parents on how we can actually keep the holidays really sweet and stress-free, which is extremely important. I know I've gone through this. Let's talk about the first one. You want to take meltdowns to magic moments. Easy said.
Absolutely.
Anybody could say that. How? How?
How do we do that?
Yeah.
So the holidays, as you know, can be overwhelming for kids as well as us. Long dinners, new faces, lots of activity. And when the emotions are running high, skip the reprimands and try grounding techniques instead.
Okay.
Not grounding like as in timeouts,
Yeah.
but a break to guide them back to that calm inner center place. So take them for that, holiday sensory escape. Step out for some fresh air, sing a carol together, sip some warm cocoa while they decompress from the excitement. Just a little bit of a reset. It's amazing. It can bring everyone back to the joy of the season.
Well, and you go outside with that cold, crisp air. Sometimes that can do a little bit for you too. And
Bracing.
Are you saying like, hey, have them go out or take them? It's like, hey, let's go outside for a second. Let's just say, hey,
No, let's go outside.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Just, recognizing it's just overwhelmed.
Okay, yeah, which in this sensory, by all means, I totally get it. When and
sure.
music's usually playing because you're playing the holiday stuff. People running around, so totally get that. All right, of course, holidays are about giving the gifts, but you say giving the gift and sharing the gift of choices.
Yeah, so we know how frustrating it can be as a little kid, right? To always have other people directing you.
Yeah.
So at these family gatherings, it often means that not just you're directing, but other people, opinions flying from all directions, maybe even some control. So if you can empower your kids to allow them to make small, meaningful choices, like what kind of festive outfit do you want to wear, or which holiday dessert do you want to try, giving them a little bit more ownership over their experience fosters independence, and you sidestep potential power struggles. With young kids, you don't want to say things so broad as, do you want vegetables or not?
Right.
But you could say, do you want the peas or do you want the carrots? And then they can choose.
And I know you've said this as an anthem almost, that giving the kids the choice gives them that sense of independence. And I imagine this time of year, they're like, okay, this is family. I have to be here. Subconsciously, I imagine that. And they're like, when you give them choices,
Absolutely.
they're like, wait a minute, I'm part of all this. And I imagine that brings that
Absolutely.
family feeling. Yeah, I appreciate
For
that.
sure.
All right, you're saying give yourself preparation for well-intended advice. Now, are you saying think up the good advice or get ready to hear it? Explain.
Get ready to hear it.
Oh, really?
Get ready to hear it, Mitch, because it's going to be flying from all directions. We've all been there. I'm sure
Yeah.
you have too. That well-meaning relative with that outdated advice on what kids really need, So don't dread those conversations. Come prepared with that positive spin. We're teaching our kids emotional self-regulation. Sounds far more empowering than we don't punish. So reframe that discussion. It shifts the focus from what's wrong rather than defending your parenting style. You're letting everybody know, it's a long runway. Self-regulation doesn't happen overnight.
Okay, you gave a quick example there. I want to sidebar just a tad bit and kind of expound on this. Is that you're saying prep? When you say prep, are you like get those answers ready? Like we know Uncle Bill likes to punish with a belt, and Uncle Bill's going to come out and say, "Well, that boy needs it. Spare the rod, spoil the child." Are you saying get ready for a speech, or just say get ready for that moment? So maybe are you doing that so you're not flying off the handle with a response? Or what?
Yeah. I mean, I think most of us know like who it is in our families who are going to want to, maybe have some judgment and say a few things that are not so kind or make us feel like we're not doing a good job as parents. I think it's hard. Parents are always under, the microscope. And so if we know that Aunt Mary or mom
Yeah.
or somebody is going to have that snide look or that side comment, I mean, I've already had 6 people pop in my head. So
Me too. Me too. I know. That's why I wanted to expound on that because yeah,
yeah,
you
we
want
know those people.
but also what if you don't know those people? Maybe you're the person. Possibly, maybe that might be a thing.
Could be. It could be.
Should we prepare for like, okay, I know that that I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to discipline little Johnny because he gets real excited opening up presents
Yes.
and he could tear down the tree. I don't know.
Yes.
I'm making up stuff. So I imagine that preparation is important too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Your final
Yeah.
tip is to say, protect the silent nights. Wow. What are those
Yeah.
silent nights? I would love to hear that, having 4 kids growing up.
I bet, right? So those holidays can feel go, 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 right? So protecting our quiet moments is key. So set some boundaries around that screen-free time, family ritual time, holiday baking, decorating, holiday story hour before bed. Like plan to really make those happen because that's where all that moment of connection
I
happens.
agree.
So don't just, recharge the kids, they recharge you. They ground the whole family in what the season is really about.
I could totally agree. And would you agree that would having a family meeting before the holidays should say, hey, look, what are some things that we go through every year that we can avoid? Talking to your kids outright. Good idea?
You're good at this. Yes, absolutely.
listen to you,
I
Catherine.
totally recommend that. What's that?
I said, I'm good at it because I listen to you.
Oh, you're listening, Mitch.
You always give fantastic advice. And Catherine, yeah, I think just having that discussion beforehand, maybe while you're putting the ornaments up, it'd be a good time. It's like, hey, what do you guys want to accomplish this season? So I always appreciate that. We love having you on. You've always got great ideas. And of course, you at home, if you want to find out some of these great ideas and how just to be in the parenthood that you need to be in, just go to freeparentingbook.com. If you missed out on this, don't worry about it. We'll have a link on our website at dailyflashshow.com. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. It's the holiday season. That means the good man is back. No, we're not talking about Santa. We're talking about our Dr. Frank. Dr. Frank Vigiano from What's New Doc. How are you?
Hey.
Dr. Frank.
The jolly good man.
You're the jolly good man. We always love it. You always have some great ideas just in time for holidays and widespread ideas as well. I need to know first, you got something that's going to make my holiday outfits look really, really good this year? Do you have something for me?
Oh, Mitch, this is wonderful. It's by LG. It's called the Styler, and this is a gift for everybody. So this is the future of clothing care, a hassle-free way to care for your clothes. It steams, Mitch, deodorizes, and refreshes instead of just making odors. As steam circulates, hangers vibrate. It uses steam, no chemicals, and it cares hard to wash items like jackets, backpacks, stuffed toys, and pillows, and is certified by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation to remove airborne allergens like pollen, pet dander, and dust. Mitch, it's perfect for allergy sufferers or homes with pets. It has an integrated pants presser, believe that, Mitch, on the door. Yeah, and it restores the creases in your pants. And you simply plug it into a standard outlet, 120 volt, no need for an electrician or a plumber. It's hands-free with Alexa or Google Assistant or LG's ThinQ app. And Mitch, at the end of the day, put in the warm towels. Get the towels warm for the bath or the shower and the pajamas. And for more details and to shop all of LG's holiday deals, visit LG.com.
Very, very good. Love that. All right, now listen, during the holiday season, we like to spend more time in crowded spaces and, viral infections actually get around from the common cold and the flu, very rampant. You got something that's going to help us stop that or at least get us better?
Absolutely, Mitch. Yeah, this is an award-winning product. It's called Clear Up. It's sinus pain relief by Tivic Health, and it helps to relieve sinus pain, pressure, and nasal congestion. This is a must. It's clinically proven, non-invasive, chemical and drug-free, Mitch, and FDA approved. So it's a small, portable, handheld device. You can take it with you anywhere. Perfect for travel. Cutting-edge technology for sinus relief. You simply guide it across the cheek, nose, and under the brow. It reduces sinus pain in 1 5-minute treatment. It doesn't cause drowsiness or impact any performance. You can try it risk-free for 2 months.
Oh.
And for savings and holiday bundles, visit tivichealth.com. And Mitch, they got a couple of deals. They basically have, you could use code WINTERWELL for 2 clear-ups and accessories, or use code Silent Night for a gift set.
Love that idea. And we'll have that, of course, on the screen. And of course, you can watch this online. Winter is all about, being in front of the fireplace, but it's also a great place to stay inside to watch TV. Do you have a solution if I could pick either one?
Oh, Mitch, absolutely. A lot of people put their TVs above the fireplace.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea, but you also have to realize that you're basically stretching sometimes, and you can get neck fatigue because it's not at the right level. So Mantle Mount solves that problem by bringing the TV down in front of the fireplace for ideal viewing. Wow. Simply raise the TV back up above the fireplace to enjoy the fire. And the MM815 motorized mount is remote controlled. You have a remote in your hand. You can basically bring it up, down. You can swing it either way. It detects unsafe heat and automatically retracts. In addition to the motorized mount, there are standard, enhanced, and premier manual pull-down mounts as well, Mitch. And all mounts have a 100% money-back guarantee and a lifetime warranty. And check out their website for savings at mantlemount.com.
Sounds good. Getting to Grandma's house just got more fun and a little safer, too?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, buddy. So the next thing we're going to talk about, Mitch, is the Hyundai Santa Fe. Brand new vehicle from Hyundai, beautiful. It's longer wheelbase and incorporates third row seating and a spacious interior with an excellent fuel efficiency range of 602 miles. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
On a full tank of gas.
Wow.
Yeah, get the tank full plus the hybrid part. It boasts many advanced safety and driver assist features like safe exit assist, and the new XRT model is designed to handle adverse terrain with confidence. It has a rugged, ready for adventure appearance, and it's basically fun to drive. So some of the premium features include a relaxation comfort seat with leg rest, a UV sanitation compartment. Mitch, you can sanitize your phone while you're driving. I love it.
That's
and
cool.
It has dual wireless charging for no wire clutter and a panoramic curved infotainment display. The Santa Fe Hybrid would be the ultimate holiday gift, Mitch, as you know. It starts at $36,950 and it's available, of course, and check out HyundaiUSA.com or your local Hyundai dealer. And by the way, for our military folks, there's a $500 discount. So look for that.
Okay, staying on the road, very important. Tell us about the tires that are going to keep us on the road.
Absolutely. Sometimes people don't think of this as a gift, but you look and you see someone you love and they say, oh boy, you need new tires. Well, Continental has the True Contact Touring Tire. It's Continental's longest lasting tire. It has exceptional tread life with up to an 80,000 mile warranty. It's an all season touring tire for passenger cars and crossovers, Mitch, and has an excellent wet braking and handling, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
Tuned performance indicators, D, W, and S, are based in the tread. They disappear when the tire is no longer tuned for optimum performance in either wet, dry, or snow. It's unbelievable. It's great. You don't need a penny anymore, Mitch. and they also have alignment verifications, which are rectangles molded into both sides of the tread, even wear indicators alignment as well. And you can check that as well and go to continentaltires.com for rebates, prices determined by dealer and tire size.
Dr. Frank, thanks. More Flash after this.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
So glad to have you here. We are about, 5 days past from our company holiday party,
Yes.
The KSA CLP party. And we're all like, let's show some pictures. Just because of what we did. We didn't have like an official picture taker.
No. And we didn't take pictures at all. I didn't even think about it.
So yeah, it's one of those. It's kind of like in the communications business, they're the worst communicators sometimes. But we had a blast. We had it here along with Concrete Lion Pictures, who helps produce our show. Some of the highlights of the show: we put the microphone and obviously in front and center. But the drunk table was also front and center. And leading the drunk table is leading camera 2 right now, actually, Zach. And Here's the thing.
bad.
So I'm trying to do the MC, and I can't hear anything because the drunk table's here. We're all right. The open bar and Daily Flash never should go together. My bonus son, he sits in the back because I hooked up the computer so we could show the thing. Well, he had his phone the whole time, and the only way I can get his phone down, so I go, hey, Enzo, the cord that you have there is actually hooked up to the computer. Let's go ahead and show it. And he's like, no, please, don't, no. He thought I was going to route it. He never touched that thing for the rest of the night. It was awesome. Don't tell him that it never really was.
That was good.
Wayne, our president of the company, did a horse race thing.
Oh, that was so much fun.
We handed him the microphone to explain the rules, and it just kind of went crazy from there.
And he hit on my wife.
And he hit on I don't know if everyone wants to know that, but all right, he hit on his wife.
Wayne, it's fine.
Okay, but the night for me, I don't know if you guys caught it, drunk table, you probably didn't, which was half the crew, so we were doing trivia questions, right? So we asked trivia questions. I go, all right, this one I'm going to do closest to the number wins. I go, how many gifts were given away at the 12 Days of Christmas? Alan, Andrea's man, 292. Like right there, I go this because we were having problems with people logging in too fast, and it goes up. I'm like, all right, I got to hear this one. On the dot, got the number.
364.
Did he ever explain that? Yeah.
But it was funny because I could see like his eyes were like adding stuff up. I'm like, who are you right now?
He went Rain Man on you?
Yeah, we called him Rain Man.
What is going on, Rain Man? And so on the car ride home, I was like, how did you know that? He goes, I was listening to this radio program, Johnny's House, which is popular here, and they were talking about that song, and so he was trying to remember what the number was from the conversation on the radio show. I shouldn't have given it away because it was more fun thinking of him as Rain Man.
This guy's brilliant.
Yeah. He is.
Oh, he is. Gosh, I didn't mean it like that.
But it was just funny because I was like, how did you know that?
Everybody in that room was going,
we were like,
wait
like,
a minute.
Silence.
Because I go, that's the exact number. And I was just like, whoever can get closest to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. I would have, if you told me that, I go, well, I'm going to call you up with math problems.
Yes.
But tell him we were very impressed.
Yes.
At least I remember that number, too.
Yeah, because he was just like, I remember they talked about that, and I couldn't, it was hard for me to figure out what the number was. And then they finally came up with the final tally, because it's one day less than the year, because it's outside of Christmas.
Well,
so
it's
364.
Never realized that.
Yeah.
There you go. Anybody had a good time?
Oh, it was a great time.
Oh, it was a great time.
And of course, it would only be a Daily Flash thing. We had horse betting as part of our Christmas.
But the Frosty
Frosty
Gate?
Gate?
The Frosty Gate.
Well, because Frosty
Frosty
with his
Gate?
button nose?
No.
What was Frosty
What
Gate?
was
Was
Frosty
about?
Gate?
Yeah.
Getting answers correct, and you just went.
No. Let me tell you something. So we had a thing where it was like whoever hit the button first, it would light up, right? And people were like, I go, what? And I'm like, I haven't even said the question yet. All right, jackasses. All right, you're going to tell me, all right, what's the answer? 16. I was like, what was the name of this? Yada, yada. But this table right here, they were all gathered around. The thing was in the middle. They were like all like Family Jeopardy or whatever, and like all hit the button.
Dang.
And but the thing was is so that everybody at the table can go up to there and get a gift.
Yeah.
And I don't know how y'all worked it out. Who knows? We are going to work this out. There's more Flash coming up around the corner.
We did have the answer to White Christmas, but you never came to our table.
I didn't?
Yeah,
no.
no.
The thing said it?
Yeah, it said we tried to dial in, and then you like said, okay, forget it, nobody knows the question. We were like, hey,
well,
us,
they never
us.
lit up though, did it?
It did, but that's okay. It was fun.
Ben Crosby says sorry.
What Christmas?
I didn't know that.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. Well, during the holidays, it's always important to savor moments with family and friends. Chef Chadwick Boyd is here to share some great holiday recipes. Welcome, Chef.
Hey, how are you? Happy holidays.
So, Chef, what's most important when preparing a holiday meal for the family?
You know, the details really matter, and that means when you've got guests who are carnivores, who've got vegans, vegetarian, gluten-free, and that's what Sprouts Farmers Market has. It can satisfy everybody at the holiday table this year.
Chef, help us deck the halls with some great, delicious eats.
Yeah, so right in front of me is this USDA highest quality Angus beef. The marbling on this is so delicious. Just cook it 4 or 5 minutes on either side and it can be on your holiday table right away. These organic Brussels sprouts crisped up with some Yukon Golds. This is a recipe on sprouts.com that you can get, easy to make. And look at these amazing apple pie bombs, biscuit mix with some fresh apple filling. So good for the holidays.
So what about creating memorable meals?
One of my tips is actually making a easy party tray like this with these cheeses, these meats. But you can go to sprouts.com and do pre-orders between now and December 22nd. Look at all of this goat cheese, these crackers, these lean meats, and this delicious pecan pie right here, and this jolly sangria. So simple, fresh, delicious, and these incredible holiday cookie kits. They've got them as events at Sprouts Markets, December 14th and 15th, between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Just go to the website and find the store that's your nearest location.
Chef, where can we go for more info?
Go to sprouts.com/healthy-holidays.
Great stuff, Chef, and we'll make sure we have this on our website at dailyflashshow.com.
The Dubai Fitness Challenge is a month-long celebration of fitness and wellness. It challenges communities to complete 30 minutes of exercise daily for 30 days. Here's more.
So the Dubai Fitness Challenge started in 2017 in Dubai with the objective of transforming the city into one of the world's most active cities. The challenge behind it is very simple. It's to commit to 30 minutes of exercise for 30 days, and then hopefully people will develop lifelong habits into a fitter and a better future.
I think the fact that you can bring the community together and be able to take part in so many different activations around the city, for the young, old, it doesn't matter, anyone's abilities. And I think that it just showcases the true sense of community here in Dubai. I think the fact that you can do that throughout so many areas of the city of Dubai just means that people get to experience it at another level that perhaps they wouldn't when they were tourists.
We had yet another successful edition of Dubai Ride where we had over 37,000 cyclists join the event. This one is a really exciting event for sure, where we closed down one of Dubai's busiest and biggest highways, and we turned that into a giant cycling track for people to enjoy the unique experience of riding down past Dubai's beautiful and iconic landmarks such as Museum of the Future. So that was definitely a highlight of the Dubai Fitness Challenge this year.
Well, it's amazing. It's an amazing, initiative to be able to move. It's really important to move. Health-wise, it's vital now, and I think everyone is sporty deep inside, and sometimes you need that little push, that little help to be able to do it and maybe support each other, and this is what it is about, moving together, and I think it's a great cause.
Another successful edition of Dubai Run as well, the world's largest community fun run. We closed down Dubai's busiest highway again, however, this time for people to enjoy it as a giant running track.
Well, we have more Flash. We've got more today's trends in tomorrow's talk.
Must-watch movies coming up. Woody Harrelson is in a new movie called The Last Breath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more right here on Flash. Don't go anywhere. Well, looks like car enthusiasts are going to appreciate this next segment. Mike Codell, he's in Las Vegas for the world's largest custom car show.
That's right, guys. You know what? There's a lot of things happening here at the 2024 SEMA show. And one thing that I can tell you is that consumers still want to modify their vehicles. Crate motors, performance exhaust, track-ready race kits are all things offered by one of America's most well-known performance brands, Mopar. This is the 1967 Plymouth GTX Electromod concept. Now, what makes this vehicle different than just about any other vehicle on the show floor is it has an electric motor under the hood. It's got 335 horsepower, a range of 250 miles, but on the inside, we're talking all analog, and this interior takes you back to 1967. So what makes SEMA amazing is the special relationship between vehicles. And in the case of this right here, this is the new Dodge Charger. This is the SRT. And what's amazing is it's a Banshee concept. It's all electric, but they married it up with the Ram BEV. So this is their battery electric vehicle truck. So you've taken the vehicle from old and you've married it up with the new to create the modern day power couple. All right, with so many different vehicles that SEMA to choose from, can you create the ultimate off-road vehicles?
We took a 392 and we cut it up. We wanted to package 42s without a lift. By keeping the center of gravity low and whacking the front and rear bumpers, kind of taking everything in, you get a crazy approach. It ends up being just a monster.
Jeep isn't the only one here showing extreme off-road products. Toyota is here too.
So one of the unique things about SEMA is that many automakers get together with other companies. They partner to create special vehicles. And in this case right here, this is the Culti Land Cruiser ROX, or ROX, stands for Recreation Off-Road Experience. The whole concept of this takes you back to early Land Cruisers. You're going to be riding on 37-inch BFG mud terrain tires. They're going to take you just about anywhere you want to go. So from an off-road SUV like the ROX to this right here, this is the GR Rally Legacy concept. So what's unique about this vehicle is actually the engine under the hood. This is a 1.3-liter, 3-cylinder turbocharged motor, and it's pushing out about 300 horsepower. This is a throwback to the original Celicas that were rally racing for Toyota. I'm always looking for different things to do to my truck because I am a truck enthusiast as well. But I had to stop here at Rhino Lining because they're kind of considered the OG, the company that created the spray and bed liner market. The first thing I've done with every single truck I've owned is I've taken it to get a spray and bed liner.
We spent a lot of time developing the product, and we continue to innovate and develop products to make it better. But we also look at new applications. These trucks are taken through the most rugged types of racing. Anywhere where there's a danger of damage, you can put our product in.
All right, guys, so we hope you enjoyed our journey through the SEMA show. Some of the craziest things that you could ever possibly imagine in the auto industry are happening here at this show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you're following all of our social channels below at It's Mike Caudill so you guys can see everything that's happening here at the show. Follow along. It's been a lot of fun. Till next time, you guys be good out there on the road, man. It's all about these vehicles right here.
The Volvo XC90 embraces new technology. It's an electrified plug-in hybrid that uses a combination of gas and electricity. Check it out.
This is the new Volvo XC90. It definitely looks a little bit different on the outside, and there's new technology inside. But this Volvo SUV highlights something we're seeing in lots of different cars, and that is electrification. In new cars, electrification is the process of replacing gasoline engines with electric motors or electric components of some kind. Electrification doesn't have to mean a fully electric car. If you want a fully electric 3-row SUV from Volvo, they have that, but it won't be the XC90. The XC90 with the T8 designation is a plug-in hybrid, and that means that you can plug it in and drive 33 miles on electricity alone. Once that electricity is used up, the vehicle automatically switches to being a hybrid using a combination of gasoline and electricity to move the car.
Hey, if you have a small business that's been impacted by a natural disaster, there is economic recovery help. Here's more.
American Express, in partnership with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation, announced a small business hurricane recovery grant program.
My Coconut Inn had severe damage from the hurricanes. This grant allows me to financially support my staff during a slow holiday season. We were part of the initial businesses supported. American Express is donating over an additional $5 million to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation to help 1,000 more small businesses impacted by Hurricanes Helene and Milton.
Learn more at uschamberfoundation.org.
You know, as disasters become more frequent and severe, finding a safe shelter can be one of the biggest challenges. Joining us today to talk about it is the director of Airbnb.org, Christoph Gorder. Thank you for being here, Christoph.
Well, Airbnb.org is a nonprofit. It was founded by Airbnb about 4 years ago, and what we do is to leverage the network of millions of Airbnbs around the world and open them up to house survivors of disasters for free. So when a disaster happens, we work with hosts in a particular community to identify Airbnbs that can be provided either at a discount or for free. And then we work with local nonprofits to identify the families in greatest need. So you imagine a family with special needs kids or elderly with pets or someone in a wheelchair that might have a difficult time in a congregate shelter or even in a hotel, and we get them and we house them for free in an Airbnb. And we're able to do this thanks to the generosity of the hosts who open up their homes, but also the donors who help us cover the balance of the stays. And you can learn more about us by jumping on our website at airbnb.org.
Gift cards can be the perfect gift for the hard-to-buy friend or family member who has everything. Here's more.
For nearly 2 decades, gift cards have been the most requested holiday gift. It's an option more than 4 out of 5 shoppers plan to take advantage of this year. Whether you're shopping for your child's teacher, your partner, or your sister-in-law, giftcards.com makes it easy to make the thought and the gift count with over 350 brands to choose from. Gift from top brands like Sephora, Nordstrom, Instacart, and more. Typically, gift card buyers choose a gift card for a single store or brand, but giftcards.com is home to the most versatile multi-brand gift cards on the market, offering shoppers unmatched variety and choice. New this year is the giftcards.com gift card, which gives access to choose from almost anything on the website. You can even personalize your gift from hundreds of images or simply add your own. Plus, you can match any budget with a load value ranging from $25 to $500. With no purchase fees, no expiration, and instant delivery, it's the ultimate gift of freedom. Visit giftcards.com today for a gift with so many possibilities.
'Twas the month of Christmas, and all through the flash, the hosts were rehearsing as Matt took out the trash.
How is this my job?
The cameras were in place, the scripts handled with care. How come the good-looking voice guy never gets on air? Mitch in his necktie, Andrea in her dress.
Are we gonna shoot the show? I don't know, I guess.
The viewers were watching from all over the map.
You think your job's bad? I have to read this crap.
So wherever you watch us, TV, phone, or our site.
Happy holidays to all!
You had one line.
And you all a good night.
Season's greetings from all of us at Daily Flash.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. It is the true story of a group of deep-sea divers who battled the elements to rescue a crewmate trapped hundreds of feet below the surface. This is today's must-watch movie, Last Breath, starring Woody Harrelson.
Okay, in you go. Stay safe, brother.
Diver, in the water at 300 feet. Bell, do you copy? Comms check.
Comms check.
Slow your breathing down for me, okay?
You're pushing too hard.
Copy. On the job now. Keep the focus where it needs to be. Diver 1.
Begin equalization.
Trying to work my magic.
The thrusters have gone offline.
How many?
All of them.
The ship's moving. Get out of there.
Right now. Copy that. A snag.
There is no more slack.
That's everything
I've got.
The ship's not drifting.
Chris has become an anchor. That's never going to hold.
Chris, on me.
What happens now?
Your umbilical. It's gonna snap. I will come back for you, but you have to get yourself back to the top. I can't rescue you if I can't find you. Understand?
Just make sure I'm like that.
Where's our power?
Dead in the water. We're drifting out of control.
How much gas does he have left? Not enough.
We're going to be too late. It's a body recovery now.
No, it's not. I'm not losing a diver today.
Okay. Dave! I can't see you!
I got an idea. I have to take control of the ship manually.
If we make a mistake, we put the entire ship at risk.
Come on!
This isn't working!
You can do this, buddy.
I'm with you.
Incoming swell. Brace for impact. No! No!
Chris! Diver! Where are you?
Wow, that looks tense. I don't know the whole story, so it's going to be good to watch.
Yeah,
this.
based on a true story. So action, adventure, thriller,
Suspense,
combo of everything.
Y'all take care. We'll see you when we look at you. Bye-bye.
Be good, everybody.